Hey, it's BT with the BT French GP review. Let's get right to it. Let me tell you something, man. Listen, everyone to a person told me don't go to the French GP, the French, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. They were lying. That's why you always, no matter what somebody says, you go find out for yourself. Because I've never been treated, well, they always treat me great at GPs. They really do. Or just places and around town or whatever. It was an enjoyable GP. The French that was one of the best GPs I've ever been to. And I've been to a lot of GPs. I've been to great GPs. This may have been one of the best ever. I mean, whoever the announcer was, I have no idea who he was. He was French. He got the people riled up. I mean, it literally was standing room only. I've never seen that in a GP where it was standing room only. Like we're like to the top of the nosebleed seats. People were standing up. It was unbelievable. I mean, he would say, Zarco! And the whole crowd would go, Zarco! Fabio! I mean, I'm telling you, it was unbelievable. You gotta go. Find out for yourself. The only drawback, I think, is if the French would only keep smoking to a 3-pack minimum every 30 minutes, that'd be great. I'm surprised this whole country doesn't sound like it's on auto-tune, like, welcome to the French GP. Have a good time. Remember, smoking kills. Zarco. I mean, yeah, it's that bad. Like, Jesus. But other than that, it's a great GP. Listen, I got injured, and the medical staff was incredible to me. Like I said, it was a great GP. Let's get right to it. Enough ass kissing. Let's get right to it. First of all, I'm gonna go to Moto3. Moto3 Ride of the Race, Max Killer Quilaz. This is one of the first Moto3 races that was kind of boring. I hate to say it, but I mean, look, I say rain is a great equalizer. Well, in this one, it just showed that Max Quilaz is on a different level. I mean, especially when it's raining, a wet track always, equalizes. Not this time. Max Quilaz is going to win this whole thing, barring injury. He's a rider of the race. Heartbreak has to go to, I think, David. I'm going to go with David Munoz. They all fell. I was going to say Scott Ogden, but I'm going to say David Munoz, just because David Munoz is just a tough character. I saw him challenging for a win, but the track was slick, and that's what happened. So I'm going to say David Munoz. Well, Moto2 wasn't as good. Ethan Guevara, it was my rider of the race. He had the pace all weekend. Heartbreak goes to Barry Baltus. Barry Baltus is always there, but he never capitalizes on it. And I hate to say, I love Barry. They need a Belgian rider who's relevant. So he's my heartbreak. That's 2 weeks in a row. He was on the first 2 rows. He could have had a chance to podium, and he didn't. So he's my heartbreak. Let's get to MotoGP. Listen, first of all, God bless the Aprilia. Who knew the Marquezes did impressions? They did an impression of the Lowe's brothers. Who knew? Both brothers crashed in the same weekend. I mean, Mark does his best impression of the French gymnastics team when he did that vault. Like, holy shit! And then Alex the next day does a low side. He's low siding like a low sider. Luckily he was okay, but and then Johan Mir goes, "Oh really? Hold my beer. I'll do both of the Lowe's brothers in one." Has Mir even finished a race this year? I mean, seriously, I have him on my fantasy team. Why? I have no idea. But listen, the rider to watch out for later on in the year, and I'll get to Pedro Costa next, is Ai Ogura. Ai Ogura is the Asian Enea Bastianini. You know how Bastianini would pick up pace late in the race, and he was a monster, and he would almost win, or he would win. He's like Deion Sanders on a running play. We're like, oh man, I almost tackled him. And you go, sure you did, Deion, because Deion don't want to get hit. That's what Ogura is, but Ogura, he just messes up because he doesn't have he's not a monster with speed. Like a monster lap. Nobody has monster speed like Jorge Martin. By the way, Jorge Martin is my rider of the race for MotoGP, and heartbreak goes to heartbreak. I have to go to Pecco, but I kind of want to say it's Pedro Acosta. Acosta did his best Fabio impression because he rode the shit out that bike. He did everything you're supposed to do, and he still came up short. It's just going to show you the drawbacks of the KTM and the look on his face after the race. And listen, I like DG, but maybe it was me. Maybe you guys, do you think he was being a little little douchey. I mean, he kept looking back at him when he crossed the finish line, and he did put the brakes on Acosta during for the quali. He put the brakes on Acosta coming through the turn, and Acosta had to brake, which I thought was kind of douchey. I thought he should have got a penalty personally. But heartbreak goes to Pecco Bagnaia. I mean, gee, here's the thing. Marc Marquez is still, hold on. Marquez is still 7th in the standings, and Pecco is 9th, and Pecco's not hurt. I'm gonna say it again. Pecco's not hurt. I mean, this shows Marc's greatness. Cause I was there and watched. You know, man, I'm a dork. I watched all the practice. Marc looked like he wasn't pushing, right? And I go, it's weird to say, but like Marc's not pushing hard. And he said he wasn't pushing hard on Friday. He goes, listen, on Saturday, I'm gonna maybe I'll push. Maybe I'll push on Saturday. Maybe. It's about the front end, but you know, it's really his shoulder. So I watched Saturday, and it still looked like he was pushing, right? And he had to go to Q1. And there's a point in Q1 you go, I don't think he's gonna make it to Q2. And the fact that he pushed and he set the track lap record on that one lap to push just shows you how great Marquez is. And if he comes back healthy, if Marc comes back healthy and ready to ride, because everyone who I talk to, who DM me, who whatever, they always say Marc just looks different. If Marc comes back healthy, we can tell by his face. If he comes back ready to the old Marquez, I don't know how, but I can see Marc coming back toward the next to last race of the year. I mean, listen, I want him to come back. He had a 2-in-1 surgery, which is weird. You know, like he went in for his. Matter of fact, how do you have a crash? Like, how do you high side and the only thing you break is your big toe? No concussion, no broken head, no like I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He just broke his big toe. Hey, listen, I hope you guys realize what you're watching. I've said it before, I say it again. I hope you realize what you're watching because, listen, MotoGP without Marc, it's still good. It really is. Like I said, it's like a pizza from an off chain. It's like, okay, it's good, but it ain't DiGiorno's. And that's what MotoGP is without Marc. It's like, it's good. I mean, the race today was great. Jorge Martin's closing speed. Jorge Martin's one lap speed is incredible. But you need Marquez. I say it before I say it again. I know he gets old. He's the straw that stirs the drink. And without Marquez, he's just missing something. And if he comes back healthy, oh my God! But even though with what you got, it's still good racing. It's actually closer racing, and dare to say the actual racing is kind of better because it almost neutralizes the field. Where Aprilia is kicking ass. And listen, maybe it's because I have a beef with DG, only because of. Listen, he's got everything that the factory riders have, right? Especially last year. And he didn't do anything with it. And it seems like he only races hard when Marquez is there. That's what it seems like. And he squandered his chances in the sprint. He squandered his chances, I think, even at COTA. So it's like, I just feel like DG he's there, but he's not doing anything with it. Whereas Acosta, you feel for. Acosta basically is Fabio Quartararo. He and Fabio are one. They're of the same ilk because they're doing the best they can with what they got. And I mean, holy shit, they have nothing. And the fact that Jorge Martin is going to Yamaha next year, oh, what are you thinking, bro? I mean, don't you and Fabio talk? I don't know. Do these guys ever talk in the off season or whatever? Like, hey man, what's that bike really like? And he goes, oh, why don't you just sign on and yeah, I think you do great on it. Look, so we'll see, but why would you leave Aprilia? And Agura also, why would you leave for the Yamaha? I don't know. And poor Toprak, he left World Superbike for this. It's like the episode of the Flintstones when Dino thought he was marrying that superstar dinosaur, and he saw her without her makeup, and he was like, "Oh my God!" I think that's what it's going to be like for Agura and for Martin. Good luck next year. And I just think Fabio on that Honda, oh my God. I think Fabio on Honda is going to thrive, and Honda's might be back to old Honda. We'll see. I know I'm missing something, and you guys always tell me if I'm missing something. I talked about Fabio, Pedro, Oh man, I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. There's got to be somebody I didn't talk about. I talked about Mir. Um, I think I don't know. I think the pressure got to Zarco, but anyway, he still got points in the race. I think that's about it. But like I said, if you get a chance, come to this GP. It's a good GP. It's crazy, but it's not like Mugello crazy. Mugello, the Italians, I love them, but damn, they are. That's a different kind of crazy. You know, like you ever go up with somebody that says, I'm crazy. Anybody that says they're crazy, they're calling themselves crazy. They're not that crazy. But if you go, they're fucking crazy. Then they're crazy. And the Italians at Mugello are fucking crazy. So the French GP is it's like organized chaos. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if Mugello is the Bloods and the Crips and they shoot anybody anywhere. The French GP is more like organized crime, where like no children, no kids, and they'll do it like just you and the person they're after, and they'll and that's it. Nobody else gets hurt. And that's what the French GP is. It's a good time. If you get a chance, come. What else in the GP? Coming up, it's going to be Catalonia. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens in Catalonia. I think Aprilia is off to a great start, but and Jorge Martin is 1 point behind Bezzecchi. I can see Martin taking the lead in Catalonia. I think it's going to be great. I think the Aprilia is going to show up and show out, and I think Bagnaia is going to make his presence known at this race. And DG better. So that's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, hit me up in the comments with any criticisms or praise. That'd be kind of nice. Anyway, that's it for me. I gotta go. Until then, bye.